Thank you for joining us and a very warm welcome to the Designathon 2026 award ceremony. I am Thomas Carlson, and you may still remember me from the competition day, which is already 3 weeks away now, so some time has passed. It's my pleasure to meet you all again virtually and to guide you through this session, which will be fully focused on introducing and announcing the winners of this competition, and of course also celebrating all the hard work that everyone who participated put into those 2 days 3 weeks ago. Allow me to start though by saying a big thank you to everyone who was part of the Designathon 2026. It's the fourth year that we organized this international competition, and I'm really happy to share that we had more participation than in any other previous year. So completing the competition was 190 teams who submitted a project at the end of the 2 days. You consisted of 503 participants, and you all came from over 20 countries from around the world. So this is truly amazing. It's really impressive, and I hope you feel that it was a fun experience of being part of such a international crowd, as you can see on this map here with all the flags from the different countries. So once again, a big thank you before we get started on celebrating all of the success. We really appreciate that you took the time to participate in this community. So let us go through the call. So what we'll do is that I will do some short introductions of some of our key project participants. Then we'll summarize the competition and the judging of the different projects. And then we will announce the winning teams. We'll finally round off with some information about next steps, etc. So as a starting point, I'd wanted to just call out the organizing team. You met all of these individuals either in the technical trainings or during the competitions. Anna, Sonia, and Furkan from Knowledge Point, who you will hear from shortly in this meeting. Emre and Mehmet were the two student experts who delivered the technical training and also supported throughout the 2 days, and we were really grateful that they could help us. They won't be presenting today, but I know they're watching and are looking forward also to seeing which of the teams won. We are very grateful to the main sponsor of the Designathon 2026, 3D Connection. And through their kind support, we will be able to award some of their devices to some of the teams who will win today, which is, of course, a great way of continuing working with CAD applications and design software like Autodesk Fusion. The 3D Connection team could unfortunately not be here with us live in this call due to a scheduling conflict, but we have received a video message from Luca Senesi, who is the sales manager at 3D Connection. And if you allow me, I'm going to change the sharing on my screen to play that message for you. He has some nice encouraging words as he was also following along with the different teams and your work on the Designathon. So allow me to just change, and then we will play the message from Luke.
Hello everyone! First of all, congratulations to all of you of taking part of this year Knowledge Point Designathon. We would like to recognize the time, creativity and dedication you have invested throughout the competition. It's inspiring to see many engineers and industrial design students from around the world tackling real-world challenges with such innovative ideas. At 3D Connection, we are proud to support initiatives like this because they help develop the next generation of engineers and designers. As a leader in professional input device for CAD, 3D design, and engineering, our goal is to help professionals and students work more efficiently, more comfortably, and more intuitively. To celebrate your achievement, we are pleased to support this year Designathon with some 3D Connection devices. The second place team will each receive a Space Mouse Wireless, our professional 3D navigation controller for CAD and 3D application. While the wildcard by Autodesk winners will each receive a CAD mouse Pro Wireless, designed specifically for professional CAD work. We hope this tool will support you throughout your study and future engineering careers. Whether you are just the beginning of your engineering journey or preparing to enter in professional world, we hope these devices help you discover new way to interact with your designs and make your everyday work more intuitive and enjoyable. To everyone who participated, thank you for your hard work, your creativity, and your commitment. Competitions like this are a fantastic opportunity to learn, collaborate, and challenge yourself. And you should all be proud of what you have accomplished. We wish you all the finalists the very best of luck. Congratulations once again and enjoy the awards ceremony.
Speaking about support and sponsors for the Designathon, I also want to call out the Autodesk learning partners who have been supporting us right from the start. These are organizations that many of you have worked with and actually attended training, either in classroom or online, to help prepare you guys for the Designathons. We really appreciate the support of the learning partners. I'm going to read them out in no other particular order than how they appear on the screen here. So we have AS Consulting in Ukraine, Atlantic Computers and Electronics in Ghana, CAD Masters in Egypt, Clinton Innovation Center, Costech and Generative CAD services all in Nigeria, Modena Design Centers in South Africa, CPAA in Cameroon, and NetInfo in Tunisia. So thank you to all our learning partners for being sponsors of the Designathon. And as we speak about support and working with strong partners, there's of course one very obvious organization without who we wouldn't be able to deliver this event, and that's of course Autodesk themselves. It's Autodesk Fusion that you are all working with and that you use to participate in the competition. And that team at Autodesk has of course also been part behind the scenes of building this competition, reviewing your entries, and they will play an important part in the next steps, especially for the winning team, as we will hear about very shortly. So it's a great pleasure that we're being joined by John Perros, who is the director of the Autodesk Learning Partner Programs, which means that he is looking after, together with his team, training and learning initiatives for end users, whether it's students such as yourselves or individuals in industry, and making sure that you can all work with and use Autodesk technology in a more efficient way moving forward, hopefully. So, John, it's a great pleasure that you could join us. Could you say a few words about your impressions about the Designathon, and as you've been following along here and looked at the projects as well?
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Thomas. I'm thrilled to be here today, and I have to say, having done this 4 years in a row now, what I saw when I was looking at the submissions continues to blow me away. It's been great in years past. I think it was even greater this year than we've seen before. So it's always really exciting to be a part of this. Um, I want all the students who are here today to know that this is about you. You accepted a challenging brief, you worked through uncertainty, and you collaborated with others to turn your ideas into something real. And that takes a lot of curiosity and patience and courage. And that's what our industries need, right? You are the future designers, makers, and innovators who are going to shape how we live. You're going to build and shape how we respond to some of the world's most important challenges. And so, while this may on its surface look like a fun competition, the work you've done here is hopefully just a starting point. The technical skills you've developed, the problems you've solved, and the experience you've gained have positioned you for a much greater impact in the future. And of course, we're going to recognize some great teams, and we had a lot of really great submissions. But an award is really only one measure of success. And so whether or not your name is called today, take away that valuable experience from this competition. You've gotten to learn more about the design process, about teamworks, and perhaps you've even been able to explore what you're capable of achieving. And those are lessons that are going to stay with you long after this ceremony. I do want to thank Knowledge Point. A lot of work has gone into pulling this off, and that team is always incredible to work with. I want to thank our learning partners and 3D Connexion for supporting the competition, and really all the educators, mentors, and judges who made this possible. Thanks to you too. Most importantly, I want to say congratulations to every student who participated. Be proud of what you achieved, keep building on this experience, and continue using your ideas and skills to make a difference. Your industries are waiting for you, and we really can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you so much, John. And that's a great introduction to the competition itself and reviewing who will be called out as winners. But before we do that, let's just remind ourselves of what you all worked on, just a quick summary. So, I'm sure you're still remembering, we proposed a brief that was structured but still had realism included. So you were asked to support a client or a customer, someone who manages the emergency response logistics for an international aid organization, and they needed help to design a personal hygiene station that could provide the opportunity to wash hands, access filtered water, and maintain personal hygiene, which is, of course, super important in the type of environment that this type of organization works in. It's a challenging environment, and therefore you had to put quite a lot of creativity into place to be able to come up with a solution that it also was feasible to deploy, transport there, and operate on site. So these are clear dimensions of a brief that have realism in them, and but also are quite challenging. So you did indeed raise to an important challenge. You may remember this information from when we shared the competition brief. These are the assessment criteria that were used by the jury as they have been reviewing your competition submissions. I won't go through all of this in detail because we covered that and we also shared them in writing. The reason I'm putting them up here is to underline that the jury was asked to look at your designs from different angles and assess both the technical accuracy in how you responded to the brief, but also how you solved the more of the design challenge of making it visually appealing, and that you also were creative in the sense that you came up with unique solutions. The different criteria are then being weighted together, and we're doing that to find that balance between following exactly a technical brief, which is of course super important, but then adding your creativity and your uniqueness to what you come up with, which makes and will make you stand out in the future career. So with that said, the people who have been assessing your projects and looking at them and then to finally arrive at what we will announce today is our esteemed jury. And you've already met in the previous sessions Furkan and Sonia from Knowledge Point, and you will shortly hear from them. But you may not have heard yet from our other two jury members, Harold Weister and Oliver Briggs, who are both long-standing members in the Autodesk Partner Network with a lot of technical expertise and also experience in delivering learning experience to Autodesk software users. So we're really pleased that Harold and Oliver supported us. Harold is with us live today, so I would like to invite you as well to say a few words about who you are and what your impressions were of the Designathon project. So Harold, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Thomas, for the introduction. Hello, everybody. Like Thomas said, my name is Harold, and I have been a Autodesk product user for over 40 years. And I've been training AutoCAD and especially Fusion for the last 9 years. So it was a great joy for me to be asked to judge again for the Designathon of this year. And it was really nice to see how many more teams than last year took part in this year's competition. I know today is about the winners, but I would like to say also something to everybody who submitted a design. So not only those who finished in the top places. We saw a lot of designs, and every one of them had something interesting in it. Some of you spotted problems that the rest of us had missed, we didn't think about, or were specifically very high level of detail to attention. Some of you also came with ideas that were completely different from what we thought we would see. And that's a lot to do in a 2-day competition, especially if you have not worked a lot with the CAD software before. The difference from what you did in these 2 days of competition compared to an experienced engineer is mainly practice. So also engineers that have made designs that didn't work completely or weren't finished completely. The only difference with you is they had more time to practice. So I would like to encourage you, keep using the software, keep practicing, keep trying to model things that you see around you, take things apart, try to model them again, and just keep doing that until you finish and until it works. You will get better each time you do that, and every time you build something. So whatever the results of this competition are, you created something that did not exist yesterday. And I think that's pretty cool, and keep doing that.
Thank you so much, Cheryl, for that insight. And we're really happy, that you could join us live. Our fourth jury member, Oliver, could unfortunately not be here live, but he is also an Autodesk certified instructor and an expert user of Autodesk Fusion. He is the director of EduCAD, which is an Autodesk learning partner, and they help users in education and industry develop their skills in Autodesk applications, but also more broadly within the CAD and CAM area. Oliver is additionally a YouTube creator, so he has a tutorial series on Autodesk Fusion. That may be something to watch out for, which Harold is also a content creator. So our two jury members here are truly, in depth and engaged in Autodesk, in the Autodesk world. Oliver additionally also works as a community manager, helping users of Autodesk technology again work with the platform. So once again, thank you to both Oliver and Harold, of course, also to Sonia and Furkan for assessing the projects. Now, the outcome of what the jury has done is, of course, that we will have some winners. That is the logic of running a competition. The number one prize this year is something really exciting. So I wanted to take a moment to share that with you. We are partnering with Autodesk, and they are inviting the winning team to an in-person experience at the Autodesk Technology Center in Birmingham, UK. And the Technology Center is a state-of-the-art advanced manufacturing facility and research lab. Those of you who win will be accompanied by Oliver Briggs, actually, who you heard is an expert within the CAD and CAM area. And he will deliver a personalized workshop for your team. You will have the opportunity to meet with the Autodesk experts who work at the Technology Center. They will give advice. They will allow you to share your project, maybe share some insights. You will also, as said, have the opportunity to get hands-on training on the different machinery that's available there, and it is truly state-of-the-art. And we will have some networking sessions. So all in all, a really useful experience to take your skills and your current experience to the next level. And to do that, with some of the really best individuals who are out there in this industry is really a key opportunity. And I can guarantee you that in addition to having a nice time, in an event that's going to be full of learning and new impressions, that if you put this on your CV or resume, then it will catch the attention of a future employer, because they will see that you've had the opportunity to, as said, work directly with the people who are among the cutting edge in this industry globally. So it's a really nice award. All expenses will be paid, of course, and we will follow up after the call with the winning team on organizing the logistics and how it all will work. There's, of course, more winners in the competition. So we're also awarding a second place, a third place, and our special wildcard award. You heard a little bit in the intros what we have in store for these teams, but just to reiterate, the second place will get a gift certificate or a cash reward of $3,000. 3D Connection is very kindly sponsoring their Space Mouse wireless device, one per team member. And each team member can also request a free Autodesk certified associate exam on Autodesk Fusion. The third runner-up, or the third place, will receive a cash reward of $2,000 and can request an Autodesk certified exam voucher per team member. And then we have our wildcard event, who John, who you heard from just a few minutes ago, has selected his personal favorite. And here your team will win a 3D Connection CAD Mouse Pro wireless device, one per team member. And like the other teams, you will have the opportunity to claim a free Autodesk Certified Associate exam. And the Autodesk Certified Associate exams are certifications that you can earn by taking an online test on Autodesk Fusion, and these are additional verifications of your skills. And we hope that that can fit together with the 3D Connection devices as a nice package for your next steps after the competition. With that said, I think we've kept you now waiting for the big announcement. So we are now, without any further ado, getting to that stage. I'm going to invite my team members, Sonia, Anna, and Furkan, to announce one winner each. And we will start actually from the third place. Then we'll announce the second place, the winners, and we'll round off with the wildcard award. And then we have a special showcase for some other very notable projects that we couldn't give one of these awards to, but that we still want to highlight as the jury was really impressed by your achievements. So with that said, I now like to invite Sonia to share the nomination for place 3.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. So the third place at this year's Designathon, I would like to share a short intro with you regarding this design. So this project stood out for its originality and highly distinctive concept. Its modular design, featuring separate upper and lower units, provides exceptional flexibility for transportation, deployment, and use in a variety of disaster scenarios. We noted the creative approach to portability and adaptability, showing how a unique design can remain practical while effectively meeting the functional requirements of the brief. So this year, third place won the team Colibri from Costa Rica. So I would like to congratulate to Cristina Portugues Molina, Lauren Rojas Cibaja, and David Ricardo Ramirez. Congratulations to all of you. You won the third place at this year's Designathon.
And this is the project that the team submitted, a short video showing their design. So we'll Excellent. So big congratulations again from our side to Team Colibri from Costa Rica. Well done. We are then going to move over to Anna from the Knowledge Point team, who will have the pleasure of announcing the second place.
Yeah, Thomas. Before I read the jury motivation for the second place, I want to congratulate, of course, Team Colibri. Well done. But also, I want to take a moment to congratulate everyone who submitted a project. We appreciate the time and effort you put into it, and all of you should be very proud, regardless of whether you made it to the top 3 teams or not. I want to highlight that Designathon is so much more than just a competition where you win an award. We've seen it in the past, students actually leveraging Designathon into an internship or a job offer. So I want to encourage all of you to promote yourself, to promote your designs, to attract attention to you, because you never know what opportunity awaits for you. Okay, so I know all of you are waiting to hear the second place. So moving on to the jury motivation, we selected this project for its well-balanced and practical approach to the design brief. With a simple and compact form, it successfully addresses all of the core functional requirements through clear planning and carefully modeled components. The thoughtful selection of materials and the project's distinctive visual identity demonstrate that a straightforward solution can still achieve both functionality and strong design appeal. So, without further ado, drum rolls. If we go to the next slide, Team Dam and Dumber from South Africa, big congratulations to Corne Hartzer and Marco Botta. I hope I didn't butcher your names too much. Congratulations from my side.
Excellent. Congratulations also to Team Dumb and Dumber, which I think your design shows that was not a well-chosen name. Probably maybe Smart and Smarter or something similar. But congratulations to all of you. And that takes us to place number 1. And Furkan is here, who you all met in the different previous events. So Furkan, I'll hand over to you.
Thank you, Thomas, and thank you, Anna. And congratulations once again to our third and second place teams. I saw your messages through chat, and congratulations. And it's time to announce our first place winner. Before we move on, I would like to thank all of the students who join us on this Designathon journey. Thank you for helping us make this event even better every year. Now, let's move on to our winning project. As jury members, we selected this project as Designathon 2026 overall winner for its exceptional level of detail and comprehensive response to the challenges of disaster-affected areas. The team delivered a well-developed, user-focused and practical solution with particular strengths in the water filtration system, integration of emergency supplies, and supporting infrastructure. Careful consideration of factors including transportation, storage, and long-term operation resulted in a highly functional design. Besides these key strengths, the project also included several small but meaningful details. For example, the team even considered animals affected by disasters by including dedicated water access for them. It reflects the team's thoughtful design approach. So, congratulations to our first place team, Design Conflict from Turkey, Poyraz Akçoru, Muhammed Molla, and Alptekin Polat Eken. Congratulations to all of you on this outstanding achievement. And let's take a look at the winning design. Again, we don't have any music. Sorry about that. So next year I will prepare something for that. Of course, I mean, I know it's impossible to show every detail in such a short video. However, every required element was carefully modeled in Fusion, and it applies for the all designs. I can say that. Congratulations. I mean, that was excellent project, same as the others, but unfortunately, we can only select only one team as a winner. So yeah, we already finished the video. Congratulations. Thank you. But of course, our awards don't end here. Now, I'd like to continue with this year's Wildcard Award. This year's Wildcard Award was selected by John Perez from Autodesk, as Thomas said, and we'd like to thank him for taking on this special role. John selected this project for the Wildcard Award for its forward-thinking approach to the design of a hygiene unit and its strong visual identity. He particularly appreciated the team's detailed model, the integration of electronic system, and the way the project explored how technology can enhance hygiene infrastructure in emergency environments. Its modern aesthetic and ambitious interpretation of the brief made it a memorable entry among this year's submission. And the wildcard award winner is Team Snap, Crackle, and Pop from South Africa. Congratulations, guys, and Jacobus Arnoldus Kombnik, Christian Wander Merve, and Letabo Kumalo from South Africa. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for your excellent work. Now, let's take a look at the team's design. Yeah, it's looking really science fiction. That's great. Of course, we still not finished yet because we have so many great projects too that we want to share with you. Now, we'd like to recognize some of the many outstanding projects submitted this year. This year, we received, as Thomas said, we received around 200 project submissions from talented students around the world. The quality of the projects was incredibly high, and selecting the winner was a real challenge for our jury. We had different meetings, etc., to decide which project is great. I mean, all of these was great, but we had to select one, so we had to go over and over again on the projects. The teams shown in this slide are some of the many participants who created excellent projects, and this is not the only projects, of course. Another thing that impressed us was the diversity of this year's Designathon. We saw creative solutions from teams representing many different countries, each bringing their own ideas and perspectives to this challenge. It was inspiring to see such a wide range of approaches to the same design brief. It was really, really great to see. And as you can see, we even needed a third slide to recognize more of the excellent work submitted this year. While not every project could receive an award, every team should be proud of what they accomplished. Your creativity, dedication, and hard work made this year's Designathon a great success for all of us, for you, for Knowledge Point, for Autodesk, I believe. Before Thomas explain a few details about the certificates, I'd also like to say a few words to teams who didn't win an award this year or if you didn't see your project on these slides. So, I mean, this example is from my own career, to be honest. So, about 11 years ago, when I was in my first year at university, I joined the very first Designathon organized by Autodesk, and my team and I didn't win either. In fact, we barely managed to finish our project before the deadline. So I can say that I've been there, but I didn't stop using Fusion. I kept learning, improving my skills, and I keep kept sharing my projects online. Later, I became an Autodesk student expert. I had the opportunity to deliver Autodesk training sessions, and over the 11 years, I've trained more than 40,000 students. I was also fortunate to win several international Autodesk Fusion Design competition. That's why today I'm proud to be organizing Designathon as a part of the Knowledge Point team together with Autodesk. And all of this started because I joined a Designathon just like this one. I mean, you never know where this journey might take you. So my advice is simple: keep using Fusion, keep creating projects, and keep sharing your work online, including Autodesk Gallery or LinkedIn. I can't wait to see what you will create for Designathon 2027, and I hope to see many of you again next year. Now, before we wrap up, let's continue with details about the certificates.
Thank you so much, Furkan, Anna, and Sonia, and also big congratulations to all the winners and the honorable mentions. We had a question in the chat of the certificate of participation, which links to what Furkan just mentioned of building your portfolio, but also making sure that you showcase it to future employers or if you're maybe even thinking about starting your own business. Being part of the Designathon is a small step, but it's still an important step in your future career. So as a small thank you to all of you who participated, whether your team was called out today or not, we are awarding an official Autodesk certificate. This is normally issued to primarily users who are out in industry already and are upskilling or cross-skilling themselves, and they are using this as a verification with their employers and in their career that they've invested in their learning. So hopefully this is, as I said, a small thing, but still a building block in your building your profile and future career. These were emailed out the week after the competition, so basically 2 weeks ago. We know that it can be issues. The email is sent from a no reply address, and we know that some email clients don't like that. So if you did not receive your certificate, there's probably either that is the explanation that somehow your spam filters picked it up. So you may want to double check that first. The other option could be that we use the email address that you registered with us. And we know that many of us have multiple email addresses. So it could be that it was sent to an address that you initially entered on the form. No matter what, we're here to support you. So if you haven't received your certificate, feel free to drop an email to our team that on this address that you see on the slide. And primarily Sonia will be there to help you and retrieve your certificate to you. And we hope, as I said, that it's something that can add some value to you as you move forward with your next step. And that concludes this award ceremony and also this year's edition of the 2026 Designathon. Once again, a very big thank you to everyone who's been involved. I want to say a special thanks to 3D Connection and the Autodesk Learning Partners who were our sponsors this year and have supported both promoting and supporting our students. It's really appreciated. We had an amazing set of two student experts, Emre and Mehmet, who delivered the technical training and also helped with all the questions that came in during the competition days. So again, thank you. Autodesk has been part of this project right from the start. They're also part of the continuation for the winning team. And it's really nice that we had the opportunity to have John join us today. And thank you to you and Astrid and the rest of the team at Autodesk for your support. I also want to add thanks to my own team at Knowledge Point. We have Anna, Sonia, and Furkan, who you all met today. And then we had, in addition, Anna and Sally, who have been working behind the scenes on preparing the marketing and the promotion. So thank you to all of you. And then, of course, on behalf of all of us, a big thank you to all of you who attended this event and participated in the Designathon. We know that it was a lot of effort. We kept you busy for 2 full days, partly barging in on your weekend. But it was an amazing experience for us to see all the great designs that came back. The winners, of course, but also all of the other 190 projects. And I want to repeat the stats once more. 190 teams, 503 students, 20 countries. And I hope you had fun. I hope you learned some new skills, but I also hope that you enjoyed being part of that international crowd and that you can leverage that as a proof point to wherever your future career takes you, that you really took on a challenge and you put your skills to the test, and you have the opportunity of being part of that truly international network of peers. So with that said, thank you again from all of us. We hope we will see you next year for the 5th annual edition of the Designathon and a new challenge. But until then, all the best. Keep learning Autodesk Fusion, and hope to see you soon again. So take care, everyone, and thank you for joining us.